Oh, we got some viewers already. Okay, cool. Just about to start working on this thing, getting some last minute things set up, then we'll be good to go. Okay. A little quick walk around the shop here. We have over here our camper jacks came in. We have our vent that came in. What else? What else came in? Gasket material. More hardware. The last two piano hinges. So, what's on the docket for today? What's going on today as everyone looks at my awesome Duluth vest? Okay, so I've got to drop this down, figure out at an elevation, then brace it with something so I can get good hard dimensions to make my front. Then I gotta do the same over here for the rear. So, as I point you guys out to nowhere, how am I gonna do this? First things first, I gotta move these boxes out of the way so if I strike a spark, I don't want a fire. On the plus side, it's not raining today, so we're pretty good there. And I'm going to post this on Facebook real quick. If I learn how to share on this thing, I should be competent in this by now. But I'm not. So I'm getting this ready to share. YouTube. Facebook. Two watching live now. Awesome. Click. Share. Two watching live now. Awesome. I need to turn my sound off. Click. Share. Two watch. There we go. So I don't hear myself loop in eternity. Wait to see if thumbnail generates, because my laptop, well, decent, not fantastic. Okay, I don't need to be watching that. Live stream. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring down this, got to figure out a good elevation to keep it level. I've kind of risked putting this box here, but I think it's okay because I'm going to do the front first. And let's start working on it. So step one, I can't pivot that, cool. So I'm going to undo the clamp from the back side, undo this clamp, bring it down gently, then clamp it in position. So I think what I can do, man, this thing is so big, it's like you can't get a good angle. I'm gonna put you guys back here. Maybe you can see better. A little bit better. So yeah, this thing, fortunately and unfortunately, takes the whole garage. Okay, so my 12-foot piano hinges work, as you can see. Set that down. I do the same thing on that side, and I got to figure out elevation. So I think I'm going to do is take a piece of square tube, clamp them together so they actually pivot stop at each other. That'll basically turn into one solid beam. And I'll do it not at the very end, but on the second beam in on each side. I'm back in a second. So, there we go. Setting that down. I gotta span roughly my arm's length, so I want to go farther in that because I want these two to clamp to each other, and I'll put it at the right elevation. That'll let me start mocking up other things that matter. I don't want to have it rest like this because realistically will be a bed there, so on the ends I'll have stops to keep it at the right elevation when it's in transit. Probably was going to use this for something else, but oh well. Yeah, I think that'll work well. I want to do it in the next one. I'll do it right here. I don't think it's make that much of a difference. I'm not directly dimensioning off of it. No, I'm gonna go one in. I'm gonna go one in. So bring that in. Unfortunately today I don't think there's gonna be a lot of someone's in your driveway. Yeah, I know. Motion my driveway. Snooze it for like 4 hours. Cancel. Snooze. 4 hours. Snooze. Okay, so I'm gonna see if we can move this so you can see. There we go. There we are. Okay. So see all that now? It's elevated at the right elevation. I'm going to do the same thing over here and clamp that one in. So what I need to do is get my elevation correct. They'll let me set my height, get my hinge on, do the same thing to the back, get that hinge on, raise it back up, clamp it in the up position, get my heights, and go from there. Clear off this table so I actually move the camera. I did not grab that one. Rather beam. Never enough room. Those are 3 inches, might not be enough. Ooh, just barely. Just barely. So now this is braced. It's not going anywhere. So I'm going to go back to the front, get good measurements. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure what this hinge actually does for my offset, and then I got to measure how high I have to go to have a piece basically fold and sit on top of this guy. That's simple. Bring you guys along for this. I've got plenty of cable. I say that. There we go. Change this up a little bit. How do you guys see the ceiling for a second? There you go. Yep. So here we are. Right here. This is where we're going to do our work. I can get rid of rabbit. Get rid of this. So I need to measure from. Let's see. Let you guys down a little bit. Yeah. We measure from here to here. That'll tell me how that offset. Measure from here to the bottom. That tells me how high I need to be. I got to measure from here to here. And I got to measure this distance on both sides. That'll tell me how high I need to be across the board, essentially. Hopefully, 2 inches will work, because that's what I got. And if I just do my own project, I can write on this. Huh. So, I need to get a better tape. Better isn't the right tool. So, there puts me at 1/5/16. So I need to be. Wow, this should be really simple math. 13/16. Yeah, I think so. Double check it again. 5/16 plus 13/16. No, 5/16. 11/16. That's basic math. So I need to go 11/16 down with my piece across on both sides. That's all I need to know. So I'm gonna put a piece 2-inch across here and 11/16 down. And I do the same thing on that side. Of all the other talk I'm gonna do with X, Y, Z stuff, it doesn't matter. That's what matters. Then I will put it in the up position. I gotta do it both sides. 11/16 down. That's a minimum, so I'm going to go 5/8 down. So that gives me another 16th of clearance. So if I'm off a little bit, I have a little bit of saving grace. All the way down to their side. Better no viewers. Do this for the views. So I'm gonna mark it and then go back and double check the measurement. The last thing I want is something slightly different for some random reason I didn't account for. Maybe screwed. Need to measure that distance across on both those. Cut a piece of 2-inch. Mount it in position. Get it all set up right. And go from there. What I'm probably going to do, which I did differently with this piano hinge, is I made both panels, then bolted it on. I'm going to build these up slowly. So I'm going to put the 2-inch in, drill and tap, put in the piano hinge. Should I? Or should I not? A lot of little gotchas. I'm going to build the whole bottom frame up first, then I'll see what's going to go on from there. Because I got to build the members that go across, raise this up so it doesn't get stuck inside. Actually, I guess I'll let it get stuck inside. I'll unplug the hose. Okay. Cable. We gotta go from there to here, which is exactly 75.5, which is what it's supposed to be. Let's go to the other side. So I'm kind of the opinion of what it is what it is, so I'm really good about it. I've already built everything else around it. Oh. Yep. 75 and 1/8. So somehow I narrowed. I don't like that. I'll measure the midpoint here. So I'll measure outside to outside just so I have a dummy resistant dimension. 77 and 1/8. I'm going to measure. So a lot of the stuff is going to be going back and forth measuring stuff, figure out what the heck is actually going on with this thing. We can see this part. So I'm going to go from here, outside to outside, see where that's at. $77 and a half. Okay. So the bottom is 77 and a half. Top isn't, so what's happening is the sides are coming in. So I need to make them both 77 and a half. So this guy, outside to outside, 77 and 3/8. I have 77 and 1/8 up here, so I'm just walking my way in. So if I go to the bottom, which will be somewhat hard to do, but doable. Yeah, 77 and 3/8. So I need to make this 75 and 3/8. So I need that. That's acceptable. That's an 1/8 difference between them. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So this is going to be 75 and 3/8 and 75 and a half. So I'm gonna do this front one first because I'm already here, and it's not the 75 and a half. It's 75 and 3/8. So I go 75 and 3/8. Let's take a look at my print. I think originally I had them actually going around the outside. I think that's actually a better idea. So 77 and 3/8. 77 and 3/8, and I'm going to cope out that 11/16, so it just drops down, sets on it. Idiot resistant as possible, because yeah, mistakes happen. I want to minimize the ability to even make the mistake. There's my material roller. My dog's heard some random noise because they think it's end of the world running around upstairs. is he? So, since I'm here, one last time, don't have infinite material, don't have infinite money, buying more material either. So, 77 and an eighth, so I need to make the 77 3/8 and pry this bitch open. I'm almost 77 and a half on the bottom, so I make it 77 and 7/16. Let's see what direction I'm gonna make my cut. It would be brighter, but unfortunately my garage door is up, so it's blocking some of the lights. So 77 and 7/16. Get my spectacles and ears. Of course it's you. I need to put the ears on, eyes on first, because the eyes go under the ears. I should know that. I've cut a few things here. Someone's messed with my nose, rolled the brim over. There we go. One last measurement, and this is going to be loud for whoever's watching the live game. You'll be awoken. 77, 7/16. I want this thing to be accurate, mostly because I can. I think I'm going to mill it, just so I get better at milling. Double-edged sword, I'm going to learn. I want to get really proficient at milling before I have to make a part that has to be milled. So I got to go 11/16 down, 1 inch over. That's my criteria. Where my trash can ran off to, which I think is inside the camper. Yep. So let me spin you guys around to the mill. Get this thing over here out of the way. I don't get crushed. So much crapalloy. It's all important crapalloy, but it's still crapalloy. Get the mill ready. So I want to get better at milling. Time actually to do milling. That's quick. The goal is to be so proficient at it before I have to use it, unlike what I normally do. It's like, you know what? Today, I am winging it. Why? Because that's what I somehow tend to always do. There we go. So, jack this guy up here. Gotta figure out something to hold it up on this side that doesn't crush my computer. Knock off 1 inch. flip it around, knock off an inch again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my height correct at my 11/16 that I need and go from there. Got to put something over there, which I'm going to use my kids' chocolate milk, which, wow, that's really close to being the right dimension. Let's see. Okay, so milk plus angle equals accurate. That's pretty remarkable, actually. So, yep. No, this is not required. Not in the least. But you know what? This is also a hobby, so hobbyists do dumb things just to do them. I want to use my favorite size, which is 1/2 inch. Not with the crappy collet that came with the machine, but the good collet I bought from McMaster. Oh, so some cool. So I bought that flush cutter, and I totally messed up. I didn't realize I had to buy a collet, so I finally got the collet for it. Half inch, because you want to do, you basically want to do the largest one possible that I've found, because when you do that, it's the most rigid, it has the least amount of deflection, it can take the most amount of material removal, all sorts of good things you want to do here. Not too tight, just good and tight. So we're going to loosen that guy up. So I'm not too worried about being perfectly exact on the 1 inch. What I'm really worried about is being exact in the height. I can really well set that height on this guy and make sure that doesn't get screwed up. I'm trying to get this over so I have everything clear on the side, which I think that's going to be pretty good. And boop. So I'm going to lock that, bring it, I'm going to do it now. Machinists out there like, what's wrong with you? You're a horrible person at this. You should never do this. Blah, 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 blah. You gotta start somewhere. So, not super duper accurate version, but I'm gonna set that, and now I am at 5 1/16. So I gotta go 11/16 down, which puts me at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So right there. So I gotta bring this down. So undo my stop. I loosened my hard stop. So I'm gonna go down to there. Stop, stop. And then I'm gonna take my itty bitty tape measure. It's like this won't fit in there. And I said 11/16. Burn an inch. Nine, 10, 11, 12. We gotta go up 1/16. I'm a little high, that's fine. If I'm low, that's when it's going to be a problem. That's when the hinges will hit. So I think this guy's set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk this guy out to the edge, put on my earmuffs because it's going to get loud. This guy one more snuggin. I'm going to now go mark this. It's not rocket science here. I'm just going to mark my inch because it's not super duper critical. It's not uncritical, but you know.
Oh, this is a machinist dagger. You're going to be 5 mils off. Yeah, I know. Guess what? I'm trying to get better at the operation of everything here. Not necessarily being godly at making it Nat's ass hair accurate. So I'm going to, realistically, after this first one, I might just take the bandsaw to it. And like this, that took way too long for not much return. Damn it, I bought the machine. I got to validate it. Got from my earmuffs. Home gamers, earmuffs. The cutter that came with the machine kind of sucks. The cutter I bought from the factory is kind of awesome. So what I'm also doing is kind of building confidence in what I can cut, what I can't cut, and how to cut. That's a little too much, right? A little too much, I'm trying to cut 11/16 down at once, so I'm trying to cut the split across of the way. Those real fine metal shapes just break the jig into everything. Give you nice little metal splinters. So I got about a 64th of an inch through. When I'm on the thin part, I could go a lot more, but I'm trying to go through the full 11/16. That's just a lot of it to do that at the same time. Trying to get that muscle memory of which direction is what on the machine. Doing a 16th has a lot of shadow. One thing I like right now is, next time I'll probably use the bandsaw to clear out most of it, then just use this to square it up. That might be the most efficient way to do it. So I'm going to cut away most of this material. I think that's what it is for the other half. Combination of both will be get the accuracy and relative speed to it. So, this is going to be back and forth for a while. And I'll do the other side. I'll cut out most of it with the bandsaw. We'll try to clean it up with this again. But definitely effective. Like, if we're doing this, I could just almost walk down, like just totally shoot away. This actually caught me really branches. And we come on back for one little cleanup pass. Because that has done a spring pass essentially. Very heavy. Okay, that should work. Okay, since we're here, we're 1 inch in, and hopefully 11/16 down. It was worn out. I gotta get a new tape measure. Halfway, 10, 11. 11/16 down. Bueno, buenísimo. Okay, so not want to move the head. Turn the safety off, or on. Back this guy up. Undo that. Guys want some fluffy metal? It's like steel wool, except aluminum. Oh my gosh, aluminum wool. Okay. So this I'm going to do slightly different. I'm going to mark it, figure out my distances, cut out most of the bandsaw, just rough it, and then go from there. So this is my inch. Nine, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think this is going to be kind of the best of both worlds. I'm going to get the machined accuracy, but I can use the bandsaw to chunk out most of it pretty fast. So I'm not going to try to get to that line. I'm going to cut on the inside of that line by probably a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to do this off camera for a second, since no one else is watching. So that's nowhere near right. So I know this is the right elevation because I didn't mess with the field at all. I'm going to cut this in a little bit more to make it all snug, which it is. I'm going to try to get rid of most of the crap on the bottom first. there. Come back. Come back a little more. Going back and forth trying to get my cross set. My depth now. Back again. No, that's the number. Oh, good. Well, that's the number. The piece broke off like actually too low at the very beginning with the dance there. That's a lot faster. And everyone already left because Squeal Fest is over. Okay, so let me sweep this up a little bit so I don't have a billion razor blades sitting around. Look, it's fluffy aluminum, guys. It's so soft and cuddly. You should put it on your face. PSA, don't do that ever. That might take you to the hospital, depending on what you get stuck in. Okay, so the rest of the stuff later. Ooh. Shouldn't have been wearing a watch out of the mill. Okay, 2 notches. Bueno. I need to clean up. That on the other file. Let's see. Picture still. Am I ever in the picture? Anyway. Joke. Self-deprivation. Clean up the inside, because why not? I'm here. Okay, so that should be really, really accurate. I'm pretty happy with that. So now, put you guys squared up here. Like that. Turn you guys over here. I'm going to try to cram something that's basically an 1/8 short, because it's measuring 1/8 and almost 1/4 short. That cram this boy. Huh, okay. I wonder if the C-clamps are kind of doing that to me. Because if they're clamped, they're not letting it move. So let me loosen up one. A little bit. Not really enough to make a difference in the grand scheme of things. So I'll need a pry bar peel that back. And then I gotta figure out which side is it on square on, tighten up the one side that's not square. Ah, it fit. It worked. Cool. Neat. Move you guys so you can actually see. The zoom on this thing is odd because it's designed for being, a webcam, not a walk around the shop live camera action bullcrap all way. So it's to look up, cam thoughts or something like that. E-thoughts. I know you can't see all the detail I'm doing, but you'll be able to see me actually doing stuff, not just like essence of whatever the hell I'm doing. Facing the wrong way. There we are. Okay. Gonna get loud. Oh, that is where she is in. Take a picture of that. It's precise and accurate. So I need to take measurements, make sure it's the right elevation, everything's set right, and we can proceed. $11/16 on both of them. Clamp this guy back up. So I gotta get some weld in there somehow. I'm gonna weld the top and on the inside, on the bottom, on both of them, and then that'll be enough to hold in place. Do the same thing on the back side. Rinse and repeat. So I had fun with the mill. Check out that. That's like perfect fit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I figure mess with the mill right now when it's not 100% necessary. Get decent at it before it is 100% necessary. Can I help you?
I'm trying to get it.
Gonna do some welding. Now if you want to be out here with me and like help with stuff, I'm fine with that, but I don't necessarily need your help.
Have you fed the dogs?
No, I've not fed him second meal. Or first meal. I'm actually going to roll the bottom first because I'll pull it down into itself because that's where I want it to be. I don't want to roll the end because I might pull it into the machine. Apparently I didn't actually turn this thing on, I just plugged it in. There we go. It's a lot easier getting out of this thing when it's 4 feet in the air. Don't do this to me. Not today. Did not want to start welding. I need to put this around it. Come on. I feed this from the top. It's still hot.
Y'all got that from you.
Pull that up. Put that down. Weld again. Now I have room. Don't. I'm gonna say it now. I don't know how I've not burned up a tip yet on this thing, but I only burned up a tip on any of my welders. Obviously, that's except to take. So I could take like I do meat tips. Meat tips has an easy tungsten, which is kind of the same difference. Okay, here we go. That's old. I can write home about it. So the biggest thing I keep forgetting is distance. You have to keep a longer distance away. I remember what time at the end of the day, but like next day it's like, oh yeah, get right on top of there. Because, you know, it's MIG welding. Not so much. So over here, set that there. So what I'm going to do now, well, this inside,
The spacing here won't matter because I have it set up for a pull down, like a tie down, and then also a stopper. So I need to have both set up so they can bolt onto it. So I need to actually look at the plans, pull real dimensions. Yeah. Like actual fab stuff, not just wing-it-ing it. I'm not sealing the ends. I'll probably seal them at the end of everything. I'm trying to get the structure and blocking it out. Okay, that's safe there. That stuff. There's some garbage. Big ruler. That's up. Put you guys down because that's where the actual stuff is. Hey, there we are. Turn off that light so it's not blinding. Okay. Document cam. Right there. Okay. Did that wall. Did this wall already. We are now on this will end up being the end walls. Not there yet. We have to flip around to find. That's the roof. Looks like a skid base. If you guys are familiar with that stuff, that's basically what it is. So what we're going to do eventually is make these mounting plates, and then that stopper plate, but at a certain distance. So I believe I have them like 11 inches in. I believe. Here. So I originally had it notched. I did not count that, so we're 1 inch over. So we have to go 7 inches from the end, and then 7 inches, and then 16 inches from then on both sides. Originally I had this 1 by. I'm going to make it 2 by because 2 by is giving me more oopsies. So 1 inch, 17. Same thing over here. Excuse me. I also had one in the middle. These dimensions won't match at all anymore because I've doubled this up, and this has actually gone down another 2 inches. We're looking currently at the end here, so it's like if this was flipped this way. So the top is actually the bottom, just to add to the confusion for people. But that's I engineered it. So what's going to be nice is I have this shelf here. That shelf's going to stick out and catch my my walls there. I'm going to probably modify this even, make it a little bit lower than the original elevation I thought it was going to be, because then I can put those stoppers on it, jack this up just the right spot, and be done. That's simple. So, oh, we're sticking on something. Okay. So this is probably one to naturally boat. It's going to naturally. Dang it! Everything's blocked. Okay.
So if you're wondering where you're looking from, you're actually looking between the members here. So this distance here will probably bow because this top piece has been welded only on one side. So I gotta measure across, and I'll basically force it back up. Eight and 5/8. 8 and 5/8. Weird. And 8 and 5/8. So I was wrong. 8 and 5/8. 8 and 5/8 crossboard. I gotta get 5 pieces, 8 and 5/8. Luckily, I got a lot of drop right here. So let's go through our scrap bin. So our goal is not to waste material because, well, material's expensive. Yeah, I know, like a foot of it is like $2, but I've bought in hundreds of feet. Here we are. Put it down a little bit. Okay, so 1x, not going to use those. Not yet, at least. This looks promising. I said 8 and 5/8. That's 9 and 3/4. That's good. 10 and 1/4. That's good. This one's gonna be good too. Almost 11. Ooh, just under 8. We're at 4 pieces. I need 2 more. 2 more to finish this wall out. 10. 10. So you clean those up. You clean those up, simply put, and then cut them down. And I believe the magic number is 8 and 5/8. Double check it one last time. So yes, the magic number is going to be 8 and 5/8. I don't know what's been cut on these with what. I'm pretty sure I can figure which side's been cut by the chop saw, so I'll use that side as my straight side. Go 8 5/8 over, cut them down. Whoa, this tripod, nothing actually ever fits. So, that's a little close. I'm going to back you guys up because no one wants to be in the saw. That's annoying camera. Also annoying is just seeing the random pivoting of Dennis trying to get you guys the right elevation to see stuff. There we go. So 8 and 5/8. Gold number is 8 and 5/8. 5 pieces, 8 and 5/8. So what happens when you use basically the largest piece that fits, so you minimize your drop and you slowly eat up all your pieces this way. Oh, it's nasty, but it's a square edge. That might be better. Tape measure. Excuse me. Don't use a tool for the job, use the right tool for the job. Okay, that edge is pretty damn square. I'm going to use this as my edge to cut from. 8 and 5/8. This is such a small distance and it's kind of cumbersome. I'm going to switch to a handy dandy. It's stuck. Ruler. I'm not, because I don't like that. Not even close. Beep. better. I think right there's going to be good. So I'm going to tighten this up. Push it down again. One more tighten. Check the other direction against the blade. 8 5/8. Can't really grab on anything here because it's too close to the blade. I didn't just power through at the end because I didn't want it to catch and throw the part, which it has a tendency to do. So that should be 8 5/8. That's really square. So realistically, I'm almost trying to get higher resolution I can out of the saw, but you know, if you try for really good and just end up with okay, or just end up with good, that's still, guess what, it's still good. And once again, I'm not trying to make 75 of these, I'm trying to make mine. Double check the dimension of the opposite side. 8 5/8. So what I'll do is, if it's nasty on both sides, I'll cut one off and use that as my 0, which luckily I haven't had really run across. about the same length. A little bit out of square, but not bad. Like, let's cut the diagonally. That's fine. I don't care about that. Check this side. That's right here. That's actually more. I didn't think that would be. Got this weird tit on it, but let's take that off. I'm gonna take it to the belt sander after I'm done with this. So, what the heck is that? Open widget. Okay. At 7:31, we got poor connection. No, that's not good. No way, no. Let's see. Oh, it's healthy and excellent. Okay. We're healthy and excellent on our stream now, so hopefully people will come back. I was watching the stream of General Sam. He's a YouTuber, but occasionally he plays Tarkov live stream, mostly because the devs ask him to. But he's trying to beat the count of this guy Aqua. They have 44 coherent viewers at the same time. He got to 33,000 and his internet crapped out. So when he got back on, I was like, man, it'd be awesome if people went over like these other people and pulled them. Yeah, that's a big no-no. He's just joking about it, but apparently people took it really seriously. But it's entertaining. That's what really matters, right? If it's entertaining. But I don't know why you guys are watching me, because I barely entertain myself. What does a porta do on Friday night? Good thing I'm married, have a kid and family, so I don't have to go on the hunt. One second. A lot because I've never really done that. Anyway. One bump. Tighten up. Flip it over. 8 5/8. Oh, it just happened to be a long piece. Okay. Let's go clean these up. Join me to the other side of the saw. Why is it always pop to that side? I want to pop to that side. Okay. Use that big stupid truck for something, right? Sorry about that, guys. I was that's really loose. I was picking off some stuff on this thing. It's like picking a scab. You're not supposed to. Man, you just got to flip off that little bit extra googly got. Oh, almost dropped it on my computer. Excellent connection. Okay. So let's. I'm gonna put you guys up high and look down the way I should have done at the very beginning, so you can see me do actual work over here, not just see a bunch of bullshit. Now you're at my eye view. This is basically what I see, in 1080p, perfect vision, because I'm perfect, right? Okay, so gotta place these five pieces. 17. It's not going to be 7 inches. It's going to be 6.5. It's not going to be 15 inches. It's going to be 15.5. That's because of one really important thing. I originally designed this with 1 inch. I'm going to use 2 inch. That means it's a ½ inch wider, and it's an inch farther out from the edge. So that's the crap you got to keep in line while doing this stuff. Okay, so anyway, first one. 6.5 inches over. So 6.5 inches over, which you guys can't see because I am super good at doing camera work. The board I'm using to put you guys on has a bunch of holes, so I'm going to try to get lines up and falls through. Drop it down. Boop. So here we are. First one, 6.5 inches over. Move that forward. It's not even that close. So that's where the latch will be. 6.5. The other side. Six and a half. Measure twice, cut once. Measure twice, still cut twice because you screwed up. So you measure 4 times. Okay, so and you still mess up. 6.5. We're good. Next one's 15.5. Yeah, sound effects are necessary. So now, simple divide by 2. $77 and 3/8 divided by 2. So 70 is 70 is 35, and a 7 is 1.5 inches. Then plus 3/16, so 38. No, 37 and a half plus 3. Don't you? Oh, now I'm gonna forget all my math. My bandwidth, 37 and 13/16. Boop. So now I'm gonna see if I'm even close to right by going over here. Holy shit. I did it. Okay, cool. Boop. That's the center mark. I'm not going to try to do the burn an inch. Actually, I can do the inch now because it's easy. I just go here and go, I'm going an inch over. I'm going to make it dumber proof. This here ruler is 1 inch wide. Edge there. Edge there. So these are the outer edge. And I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need the squares because they're going to be tight. And I think the amount of friction in the system is going to hold them in place. Okay. I lost my pencil. 13 people viewed. Nice. Nice. So, take one, pass it around. I'm going to go from the center because that'll have the most leverage. And I'll hopefully make the other ones a little bit easier to put in. Luckily, the center one doesn't quite matter. I'm not bolting anything to it yet. Yeah. Time will tell. Okay. Take my others. Yeah, now it's actually just freestanding. So actually, I might need to. Or that one's just like a 1/16 shorter than the rest. This side's a little tight. A little tight. this one. So this means that will fall out. That'll fall out. That'll fall out. Then move on to the next one, the very end, and I'll probably make that one fall out. So then I'll reverse order it or something. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dum. Dum, 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 dum. Smart, 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 smart. Dennis Evans tries to move frame with one thumb. Like, it's such a tight fit. Now we're in steel toes, gotta be careful. It's such a tight fit, I can almost see light through it. So I just have to bump up the belt sander and I think it'll fit. A little bit of flashing. It's just peel that off. One of my weird fascinations. I don't know why. It's like I am ripping apart metal off my bare fingers. You just nothing. I thought I saw light. A little bit more. But if I hammer, it'll fit. A little persuasiveness. Or not, just fuck it up, but oh well. Okay, a little persuasiveness is not gonna be effective in this one, guys. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of a ramp on it. Let's use that. Like I said, I have to pick camera angle or fabrication angle. I'm going to pick fabrication angle. Sorry, guys. Mazel tov. Okay. Of course, you're bigger than it. Heck yeah, I went too far now. Okay, kind of go back. Bring her back in now. Oh, yeah, brother. Hit her again. That's gonna be good. It's gonna be golden. Okay, get my helmet. Hold this up. Just walk my way through. Here comes Dennis, lighting stuff on fire. Started off that one infused man, it tied in well at the end, which don't need much strength here, so I'm not too worried about. So if you notice, I'm always trying to weld opposite corners first, helps lock it in so it keeps from pivoting and pulling as bad. That went well. I think I'll do it again. Now this time, I will have to use one of the fireball squares because it doesn't want to stay up anymore. You know, I'm gonna. Such a weird spot. After this one, I'm gonna move you guys actually outside, make it a little better angle on things. This is such a weird spot. Sorry about that. Downside on the project takes up the whole garage, and I mean the whole garage. Get back. Did I grab the wrong one since we went for 2 full inches of clampage? I think I went with the wrong clamps. The wrong clamp would never hurt move. I think I might just clamp it on one of them. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Get the bigger clamps. This one, these are too small. So I used to clamp into the 1 inch side, not the 2 inch side. So that'll hold me square. I'll pinch with my fingers, weld up here, go from there. Or I'll just, line it up right. What a novel friggin' idea. Okay. Oh, stuck. I'm stuck. There we go. Unstuck. Nothing like some good old force. That's pretty good. Force. Oh, don't do that. So this actually hold it really well with my clamp on the top seam. I'll move you guys outside so you actually see. I have like 25 foot of cable. Let's use it. We're going on an adventure. Think you'll reach. You shall reach. Come on. Don't. Why are you stuck? There we go. Tighten that up. Raise that. Raise that. Line that up like so. Kick that over to here. And voila. So, let's see here. We're square, clamped in. This is holding it tight there. That's squaring it up there. So I'm not going to bother any extra squares. I'm going to weld here, then weld down here. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll help block it all in. Hold on to me, throw me sparks, because I don't want to let my cardboard on fire because inside my cardboard are my doors. Okay. First thing, fireball right into the cardboard. Watch. So I am doing wide beads. I'm trying to do wide beads. I'm trying to do wide beads. I want it to disperse as much energy as I can. Ah, that's hot. Un más. I did, boyos. No fire. Who shot the sheriff? That was a horrible defense. So I got one here, where you guys can see, and then one here, where you guys can see. Cool. I'm looking all across the room to the computer, because that's where I can actually see what you guys see. Oof. Well, lucky, I got a nice BB land right. Oh. I go on the inside. Actually, I need to go on the outside so I can skin it. Oh, get back, don't jam. So, this is going right there. Don't be an idiot. Put it on the right side. We'll check. Yep. That would have been a really boneheaded move of me. It's in the right spot. Is it? Is it though? This corner, this corner. I don't know how this lit up. I think aluminum hit some iron filings. That was some sort of like, wow, that white phosphorus action going on there. Anyway. didn't have to live in this house. It was just this project would probably fit okay, but damn, with all the stuff in here, it runs out fast. Hammer. This big break. Okay, that guy's not going anywhere. Inside corner, other corner, this corner. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good solid couple hours of work. I think I'm done for the night. That's welded in. The front is donezo. I gotta do the back. I'll probably do the back tomorrow. Drill and tap my hinge. I want to place a piece of square tube on here and actually make the full hinge out. Get my dimensions, build the wall, then go back, put it on. That's my best bet. Only safe way of doing it. There's so many minor things going like 75 and a half on that side, 75 and 3/8 on 1 1/8. So I lost a quarter inch somewhere. So stuff like that. I just gotta keep on the ball with. I mean, a lot of nasty black welds when this straight wipe up because it's just oxide. I'm not worried about that. I don't care about that. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining me.